Steady. Teeing off. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 175 yards.
Yeah, nicely played. An opportunity for a birdie here. Was on a good line. Putting for a par here. And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings.
3 holes remaining. Fun.
And choosing the 8-iron here.
They're going with a bit more club here. Let's see if it was the right call.
Oh, what a shot by our leader.
I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens and regulation, spot on all day. Awesome.
Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. Oh, what a super shot. Still in the lead now after that hole.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
And the penultimate hole at Tahitian Escape is another one of those risk-reward par 4s.
A hole that you are just hoping that the wind is helping just a little bit. Straight back up the hill. Just a couple of little bunkers there that you don't really want to find. But even if you do, the way this green is sloped, everything kind of seems to run right towards the middle. This is a fantastic opportunity for birdie, certainly, more than likely an eagle or two.
Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader. Trying to get to 11 under with this putt.
Little birdie look in here.
This one has eyes for the hole. And with that fine putt, she extends her advantage over the field.
I like it. 2 in a row.
4. Second shot here at the 18th. Opting for the 3-wood.
4 left.
Ooh, wouldn't it be nice to chip this in and win the tournament? A chance to chip in here and snatch the title. Oh, come on. This would be a good one to hold. A chip for the tournament. And with this putt, she can win the tournament. Hold it. That's another victory. Hats off to them.
Hat trick of victories now. 3 of them. Gotta say, this player is on fire.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, and on behalf of all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's goodbye for now. SK Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Bluff Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, great to be with you guys. Now this group will be one to watch today. Lots of chatter on social media leading up to this pairing. We have a rookie on tour who has set very specific goals for themselves, and their first one is to beat their playing partner this week.
Love it, Henny. This will make for an extra layer of excitement. It always adds a bit more drama to an event when we can follow a competition within a competition. Can't wait to see what happens in our featured group throughout this tournament. Yeah, good safe shot this one. That should find the surface. Well, this would be a bonus. This is a very long putt.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. One of our on-course reporters, John McCarthy, has been out surveying the scene here in preparation for today's broadcast. John, what are some of the things the players will be looking out for today at Craggy Heights?
Well, Luke, I think one of the first things the players are going to be looking at is really, literally, the shapes of these fairways. They are laid out in a way that often there are little pockets of fairways the players can hit to, and if they do end up safe, they can really open up options on their approach shots, but they're going to have to be confident in their swing to reap those rewards. Another thing to watch for are holes like the fifth, where the fairway narrows significantly the further out you hit your tee shot. There's also holes like the par 4 17th, where you can drive the green, yes, but there is a lot of danger in the form of water and sand around the green to contend with. So it's very much a risk-reward course. Can't wait to just sit back and watch how these professionals take this course on. Should be a fun week here at Craggy Heights.
Currently 1 under for the tournament.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Let's see what happens here at the third hole. Opting for the 6 iron. That always looked wet, didn't it? And here we are with the third shot. Well, good looking shot here. That's headed towards the green. Yeah, well played. There's 17 feet remaining to the hole.
Now that's how you roll the rock.
Now let's switch our focus to Rickie Fowler.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. Yeah, I can understand you'd be disappointed by the bogey, but here's an opportunity to bounce back.
Nicely done.
Few players have had the kind of impact on the game that Rickie Fowler has, and certainly being a fan favourite, Rich. It's funny when you see grown men dressed head to toe in orange supporting this wonderful person, but I know he wants more out of his career bio than what he's got right now.
And he will definitely get it as well, Luke. He's too good of a talent, and he has too much ability to not be a great player and be on the top of the leaderboard. Definitely a few times during the season. He is definitely, if there is a Pied Piper in golf outside of Tiger Woods, I would put my thumb on Rickie Fowler, just because so many people go out there dressed in the orange gear that he has, and whatever he does they just love it. He's engaging, he's affable, he looks like he is enjoying himself on the golf course, which I truly believe he is. He really is one of these players that's so dynamic and so fun to be around. You can't help but root for him week in and week out.
Currently 1 under for the round.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Players certainly looking sharp out there on the course after signing with a new apparel company, it appears.
Look good, feel good, play good, I say, Luke. I say clothes make the man, clothes make the woman, clothes make the player in this instance. I think it's always a refreshing change when you go to a new apparel company, because I think it just gives you a sense of giddiness, like it's something brand new and you take it out for a spin. I always like getting, new clothing, new apparel to wear out there on the golf course. I don't know, it just kind of invigorated me. Gave me some energy. It made me feel, bigger and taller and faster and stronger. It didn't. I know that for a fact, but you know what? I liked it. It felt good to be out there in brand new clothing.
A couple under at this stage. Currently tied for 3rd position. Come on, get a good bounce to the left.
Well, they've got their eye locked in. Look at that approach shot against Rickie Fowler as well.
Putting for birdie. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And that will take it to 3 under. Now over to Rickie Fowler.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Okay, Henny. What's he looking at with this putt?
Setting up this putt 27 feet from the cup. This for par.
Well, that's a bit disappointing. So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling. Oh, that's a stunner. How well she's swinging it. Second shot here on the 7th. Nice shot that. That should find the surface. And this putt to move into a tie for 1st place. Oh, what a stroke. And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And that will take her to 4 under. Now let's switch our focus to Rickie Fowler.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Here's Rickie Fowler's next shot. Oh, right at it from out of the bunker. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Here we find ourselves at the dramatic 8th hole at Craggy Heights, a par 3 playing 198 yards from the back tees.
Look, probably one of those picturesque par 3s on this golf course, if not the one. Obviously, coming up shy is a huge no-no with water lurking there. You're going to see most players hit it deep into the green. Anywhere in the heart of the green really is just fine. Walking off with a par here is just dandy.
She's managed to find the green on this approach.
Outside chance here for the birdie.
Oh, just missed. Good putters will make these. Right on 5 feet. That's a good putt to make, that one. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4. That's tidy. From around 180 yards out. Currently tied for the lead. Well, she should be happy with that. Anywhere on the green was a good shot. Trying to get to 5 under with this putt. That's a long-range bomb, and rest assured their rival will be looking over their shoulder. That shot so good, we need to have another look.
What an amazing putt from way out.
Don't know about you, Rich, but I'm getting my palms sweaty in the booth just thinking about this player's position with 9 to play.
Well, keep your hands to yourself. But yes, this player is definitely dialed in at the moment.
Lovely rhythm there, Rich. That's going to work every time. Playing this shot from about 170 yards out. Currently in the lead by a shot. Oh, that's a great approach shot.
Gotta like their chances from there.
This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
Now over to Rickie Fowler.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. And an opportunity awaits as they step onto this tee of the par 3. Going with the 8-iron here. Yep, that one's on the dance floor. You can 2-putt that for sure. Now let's switch our focus to Rickie Fowler.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
This one might need to sit. Now, a quality shot from him. He'll be pleased. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
She's got to be careful this doesn't run away from her here. It's downhill.
That was a gallant attempt. Just 3 feet to the cup. Yeah, good putt. Well hold. Now 2 shots up after that one. Oh, Rich loves standing on this 12th tee here, a par 5. You're always thinking bird.
555 yards, Luke. There still is a decision to be made off the tee for these players. Do they challenge the fairway bunker, but also bring in the water down the right-hand side, or do they just go ahead and lay it up to the left and make it a three-shotter? The bold players are going to knock it down to a sliver of an opening, and from there, they're going to be able to go for it. Second shot playing a little bit downhill. A little pond over on the left-hand side can be a little bit nuisance, but all in all, it's a pretty simple, straightforward par 5. Birdies are in order.
And going with driver off the deck with this shot. Getting ready to play their third. Currently leading by 2. Wow, that almost went in the hole. This putt to get to 7 under the card. Hey, nice looking line. Oh, terrific. What an effort. And with that, she'll move to 7 under par. Incredible. She's currently in first position. And coming off the birdie, they'll be proud of themselves, a chance to keep it rolling. This shot coming from around the 150-yard marker. Opting for the 9-iron. Just needs this one to kick right. But not a bad approach, that one, up onto the green. A couple of putts from there, and that'll be a pretty good hole.
And this one for back-to-back birdies.
Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. And back to the course with the live action. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Setting up this putt 14 feet from the cup. This is their look at birdie.
And with that putt hold, it's back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back birdies moving the right direction there, Luke.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Time to face a par 4 now. Taking aim from about 170 yards. This one is right down the pipe. You love watching people play the game when it's like this. It looks so easy.
It has been fantastic to watch all week long. This player is dialed in.
It's got a chance. Now over to Rickie Fowler.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
And this is an extremely long putt. He might even have to hinge on this one.
Starting to look really good.
It's time to check on the leaderboard. Our current leader enjoys a 5-shot advantage. Well, let's get amongst this 15th hole. Looks to be going with the 6-iron. That wasn't their best approach, Beamer.
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, but not so on this occasion.
She has this putt for her par. Oh, so close. And this one is for bogey. Leading by 3 strokes now.
3 holes remaining, folks. Hang on to your hats. This is going to be a wild and woolly finish.
Well, that's a handy shot. Second shot here on the 16th. Seems to have chosen the 3-wood. That was special. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Just got to trickle this one in the front door. It's downhill.
Go on, get in the hole. And with that, she's going to extend her lead on the field. And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
Oh, that is flushed. Get on the green. And from the green side rough here. Good chance this one, right on 6 feet.
It's looking solid.
Yeah, nice mid-range birdie putt, that one. Now let's switch our focus to Rickie Fowler.
Birdied their last hole.
Second shot here on the 17th. And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. And now this player tees off their final hole of the event with the lead. Oh, what a wonderful play, leading with intent.
That drive was simply astonishing.
Going with the 6-iron here. That's a lovely shot here at the 18th, and a chance for birdie at the last. A chance for her to win the event here.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today. This is on a great line.
Ladies and gentlemen, they've just won their first ever PGA Tour event. Rich, what do you think's going through their mind right now?
Nothing. They're confused about everything right now. I tell you, you win and you can't believe it just happened. You really just have no idea. You're shocked. It's a great feeling.
Well, what a memorable moment this is, Rich.
An exciting tournament, an exciting finish. Love it. First victory on the PGA Tour. Congratulations.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beem, I'm Luke Elvy. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time.
2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Today's coverage of the Serenity Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and out on the course following our featured group is the delightful Henny Koyak. Hello, Henny.
Hi Luke, really looking forward to some exciting play from our featured group today. This player has hinted at a rivalry with their playing partner this week.
So she's trying to beat Bubba Watson, Henny. Gosh, that's no easy feat.
Luke, you know when you think that you've got a player on the ropes, maybe they're in the middle of the trees, in the middle of a bunker, and you think they've got no shot. And then they do, in fact, put it to 2 feet. And then you're really frustrated. That's Bubba, every single time. He's that player.
No, you can't out-Bubba Bubba, can you? There's nothing elementary about this, Watson, is there? Can't wait to see how this rivalry plays out, though.
Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Ouch, that hurts. Starting the round at even par.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole played.
Let's go down to John McCarthy for our on-course report. And John, you've now had some time to walk the course this week before today's show. What are we in for today at the Jacobson Homestead?
Well, Luke, yes, I love walking around this rural setting. Not a whole lot of trouble to start off with, but things heat up quite a bit when you hit the 7th hole, par 4. Has a dogleg left and a few bunkers and trees to deal with off the tee. Back 9 opens with a narrow and lengthy par 5, but that's really as tricky as it gets. I guess there is it gets a little swampy on the 15th, but the water generally won't be a factor for many players out there in the field. They saved the most challenging tee shot for the 18th, which leads up to an elevated green for the approach. That will be a fun hole to watch this week. Hopefully provide some drama coming down the final stretch. Let's see what happens, guys.
No longer tied for the lead at the end of that hole. She's now our sole leader. Teeing off here at the 3rd hole.
An eagle on the last hole for this player. Let's see if they can't build on the momentum they've created.
Tee shot is looking good here.
Well, you'd have to think this person's got a head full of confidence, Rich, coming off a last start win.
The game is coming easy to this player right now, so no reason not to believe they can't do it again this week.
Oh, stop it. What a shot.
And now to Bubba Watson.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
It's half a chance of being home, this one. Yes, they've made it.
That sets a positive tone for the player, doesn't it?
And she's our leader. Now we're on the 4th tee here at Jacobson Homestead, and it's a par 3, playing 181 off the back tees.
Yeah, that's about as far as you're going to see this par 3 play, Luke. Player's going to go in there with the mid, probably shortish iron. Obviously, with the water on the right, you want nothing to do with that side as the bank severely slopes downwards. Bailing out to left the bunkers, not so hot either. But with just a short iron in your hand, you think that these players are good enough to fire right at it, don't you?
Oh, how about that one? And with that, she'll move to 4 under par.
And a quick glimpse of the leaderboard, and they're currently first, with Justin Thomas second.
That's the kind of strike that's going to make them come back every day of the week. Justin Thomas, major champion, world #1 player, really has all the attributes, doesn't he, Rich?
He does. His focus on his own game is amazing. I think that this kid really understands how to play the game. He's got all the shots, but he doesn't try and get up there and hit it as hard as he can every single time. He gets out there and he learns how to play the game, hit the finesse shots when you need it, take some risks when you need to, but also back off when you don't need to. This kid is a real deal, complete game from head to toe.
And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. That's very impressive.
Got to say, putting this well from this distance is a huge confidence booster.
Moments like that deserve another look.
I need to see this again because I still can't believe they hold that.
And after that hole, leading Justin Thomas by 3 strokes. Here we are at the 6th hole. Looks like they put a good swing on that one. That should find the short stuff. Well, Rich, it's become a bit of a new age thing on tour. A couple of rivalries that heat up on social media. We've seen a number of other players that call each other out. What have you made of this social media age?
Well, you better have thick skin if you're going to get into the social media arena. Thankfully, they didn't have it when I was out there on tour because I don't know if I can handle it. I certainly couldn't be trusted with it back then. But I think if you're going to go into that arena, you have to treat social media like it's just something that it's fun to do. If you do go down that rabbit hole in social media, you better be prepared for the consequences.
And here we are with the 3rd shot.
Currently leading by 3.
Oh, they're dialed in. It's an absolute clinic. Well, these are good putts to make. Good for momentum. Right on 7 feet.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Wow, what a save.
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage. Teeing off here at the 7th.
Forget banana ball. This is way worse.
Henny, how bad is this lie?
Looks like they have a good lie here in the first cut.
Any bounce to the left here would be helpful. Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. 16 feet to the cup. This is a good chance. Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. And after that hole, leading Patrick Cantlay now by 3 strokes. We've reached the 8th hole. Going with the 5-wood.
good shot there.
14 feet to the cup. Looking really good, this one.
And now to Bubba Watson.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Ah, what a shot from the bunker. And after that effort, that's how it looks. Our leader is out in front by a whopping 5 strokes. Teeing off now on the 9th hole.
That swing reminded me of smooth jazz. Great rhythm.
Taking aim from about 180 yards here. Looks to be going with a hybrid here. This one looks like it'll safely make the green.
Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Let's get back to it, shall we? What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Setting up this putt 20 feet from the cup. Looking for another birdie here.
And with it, she's going to extend the lead on the field. And with that, she'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play. Lovely position for our leader here, Rich. Out in front, but a few holes to go.
Well, Luke, it's been fun watching this player duke it out with their rival, that's for sure. They're winning the rivalry thus far. Should be fun to see where these two end up at the end of the event.
That impressed me and her. Looks to me, Rich, that this player has a ton of confidence. Put themselves right back in position to win straight off their last start.
They're going to have to make some birdies coming down the closing stretch, but they have a lot of good vibes coming from that last win. I expect more of the same this week.
Ooh, wouldn't that have been nice? Lining up the birdie putt here. And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard.
And now to Bubba Watson.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Pegging it up on the 11th hole here. Wonderfully played. Most golfers these days, Rich, are quite generic style players. It's that hit it as far as you can, knock it on the green, try and hold some putts. But with Bubba Watson, we just got the artist back in the game, didn't we? We had someone who was prepared to do whatever it needed to be to get that ball in the hole. He's just astonishing to watch.
You know, to me, Luke, I think Bubba was born in the wrong era. I think he would have been better served with persimmon woods, balata golf balls, and blades, and I think that he would be an even bigger impact on the game than he currently is, if that's even possible. I watch what he does with the modern equipment, and it's mind-blowing. He's one of the few players, Luke, that I will actually go in the driving range and watch hit golf shots because it is so fun to watch him aim 30 yards left and just try and hit these big sweeping hooks and fades and I mean, it's just unbelievable what he can do with the golf ball. His eye-hand coordination is simply the best in the game.
Getting ready to play their third. And Henny, what is she looking at here for this putt?
This is downhill. Can't be too bold.
Well, they say a bogey pleases someone. The rest of the field buoyed now after that drop shot by our leader. And with that hole done, this player currently is in first place, followed by Will Zalatoris.
What does she have in front of her here, Henny?
Yeah, she's looking at a little over 140 yards.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. Oh, well done. Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this.
This one looking really good.
That's a long-range bomb, and with it, puts extra strain on the person chasing behind them. Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
Ooh. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our leader is up by a whopping 6 shots now. We find ourselves on the tee, one of the stronger par 4s on the back 9 here at Jacobson Homestead. The 14th playing 483, Rich, from the tips.
Yeah, generous landing area, thankfully out to the right-hand side. Obviously a bunker down the left, and if you miss it even further left, there's water lurking. But the second shot, this is where it gets slippery. This is where it gets dangerous, especially to a back right hole location. All of a sudden, the water down the right-hand side comes into full view. Bailing out to the left in the bunker, not so hot either. I'll tell you what, it takes a brave player to fire at this flag stick.
Hoping for a bounce here, preferably to the left.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the hole. They can be aggressive up the hill.
This one's tracking. Some momentum being built now. That's back-to-back birdies.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
And after that fine effort, this player currently holds top spot on the leaderboard, but Will Zalatoris is second.
We have a par 5 on this one. Wow, that was just striped. Playing from around 230 yards. Going with a 3-wood here.
Has got this thing dialed in here, looking good.
Trying to move to 12 under par with this putt.
Come on, don't be shy.
What a putt to make. Well done.
And nice to have that cushion heading down the last few holes.
Well, that's worth reviewing. Let's roll the videotape.
Now this is how you putt. Take another look at this.
And now to Bubba Watson.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Okay, steady now. Okay, let's get back to it, shall we?
Our current leader now enjoying a 9-stroke lead.
3 holes remaining. This is what it's all about. Time to see who is going to get it done.
Choosing the 9-iron here. I'm not sure that's what they had in their mind. That's further right than they wanted. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. How close was that to going down? 5 feet coming up to the cup.
Trying to save par here.
It's got a chance.
For the par. Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course.
And with that hole done, this player currently is in first place, followed by Will Zalatoris.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
This one looks to be headed towards the fairway.
Taking aim from about 220 yards out. opting for the 3-wood.
Club up. I like this play.
Well, that's right out of the top draw. A great shot from our leader. Trying to move to 13 deep here with this putt.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
Oh, this looks pure. Well, nice to drop a putt of that length. Well done. Well, I think that warrants another look. Let's see that again.
They got their putting boots on here. Look at how this ball rolls end to end. Thing of beauty.
And now to Bubba Watson.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And after that fine effort, this player currently holds top spot on the leaderboard, but Will Zalatoris is second.
Rich, we find ourselves at the finishing hole here at Jacobson Homestead, and it seems strange to be playing it just at 400 yards.
I'll tell you what, though, I like this finishing hole because it gives you options. You don't have to necessarily hit driver here. If you do, you got to take it over some pretty tall trees, and you can't miss it to the left-hand side. The safe plate, lay it out to the right, but now your second shot becomes just a little bit longer, a little bit more difficult to get it that close to the hole. I love the options you have on this finishing hole. A great opportunity for one final birdie.
She knows if she can get this putt to drop, she'll win the event.
That's frustrating. Not the end of the world. Sometimes you've just got to stand up at a port, and that's the occasion right now. This is as good as it gets.
If one is good, two is twice as nice, isn't it? 2 wins on the season for this player. Awesome stuff.
And Rich, what a performance. They've got back-to-back wins. What a force they're proving to be out here on tour.
I gotta say, this player is in full flight at the moment. Just sit back and watch how awesome they are at the moment.
On behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in, and see you next time.
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Shriners Hospitals for Children Open is about to start.
I'm Luke Elvey alongside major champion Rich Beam in the booth, and it's wonderful to welcome in Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm looking forward to bringing you the action from the ground level for this week's featured group. Now there's a sense of heightened competition this week, and this player has mentioned that they're starting up a rivalry this week with their playing partner.
And this week, Henny, they're looking to beat Harold Varner III. It should be an exciting and entertaining duel.
Absolutely, Luke. Harold Varner III is one of the most charismatic, talkative, and highly skilled players out there on tour. He'll either cut you down with his game or his slick talking. You better be on your guard.
Yes, he's got a sharp tongue and a clever game. Let's see how HV3 goes up against this player in this rivalry. That's a lovely stroke. Had eyes for the whole way.
That's a rock solid par right there.
And let's have another look at that one.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
Colin Morikawa currently on top of the leaderboard here.
The second at TPC Summerlin is a par 4 measuring 469 yards from the back tee. It plays slightly downhill, so a strong drive here will set up even just a short iron approach. However, there's a huge waste area to the right, so accuracy off the tee is required. The smart option here is to lay back with the 3-metal and give yourself a full shot in, and also take one club less into this green as it will release down the slope. Yeah, that one will play.
Few players in the history of the game have had a bigger impact so early in their career than Colin Morikawa, Rich. Some comparisons go as close to Tiger Woods.
As they should be currently right now with what he has done in the game so far in his young career. He's come out each and every week and put pressure on every single player because of his ball striking and because they know that there's no weaknesses in his game other than sometimes the putter. But when you hit it as good as he does, you're bound to make a putt now and again. And each and every week when he shows up, players on the driving range are looking at him going, okay, he's here. I got to have my A game.
Certainly feels like sky's the limit for Colin Morikawa.
2 major championships under his belt right now. Surely more in his future.
All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
This is way out. They could probably use a 9-iron from back here.
So after that effort, let's have a look at the contenders and the pretenders. The third hole at TPC Summerlin is a very strong par 4 measuring 492 yards. There's a huge ravine that works right up through the middle of this. It requires a very strong drive up the right half to go at this green in 2. There is a big fairway to the left if you want to tuck over and get up and down for your par that way. Well, this is some lovely momentum to take into the tournament, coming off a last start win, Rich.
Can't think of any better momentum. Obviously, the players firing on all cylinders. Sit back, watch, and enjoy it.
Good look at a birdie here. It's a big-time putt, that one. And their rival knows it too. They heard the cheers. Oh, that was a touch of class. Wouldn't mind seeing that again.
Yeah, let's see this again. Have this one on repeat.
Currently 1 under for the event. The fourth at TPC Summerlin is a pretty straightaway par 4, measuring 450 yards from the back tees. The fairway bunkers down the left and right are to be avoided. Really, not much to this hole. Just be accurate on approach.
All this rough looks to be lush and thick, doesn't it?
Going with the 7. That might be one club too many.
And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
That's some golf, particularly from that terrain. And here we are with the 3rd shot.
Currently a shot off the lead.
Didn't that look good for a long time?
A par putt awaits her.
Nothing to sweat over that one. Well hold.
I haven't seen a putting display like this since I was 5 years old.
Opting for the 6 iron. Oh, this one should find the surface. Good shot this. Trying to get to 2 under with this putt.
Little birdie look in here. Rolling end to end, this looking nice.
And down it goes. And that will take her to 2 under.
As we move along to the next hole, they're currently tied at the top of the leaderboard with Jon Rahm.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
Oh, that is crushed. Henny, what's the player facing here?
I can see the 125-yard marker just nearby.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. Oh, what a gorgeous looking shot that is, Rich. This putt coming up is for birdie. Oh, well played. And with that, she'll move to 3 under par.
And he's down there. You got a read?
He's paced it, he's read it.
With Tony Finau second.
The 7th at TPC Summerlin is a short par 4 measuring just 382 yards off the tips. Really, you just want to avoid the trees on the left-hand side because that will prevent you getting at the green, which is well guarded by bunkers and trees. Lay up, short right, a nice little wedge in here, and try and make a birdie.
What an amazing approach shot. I think their rival, Harold Varner III, has a worthy competitor this week.
Harold Varner III setting up his next shot.
Oh, really had that shot dialed in. Okay, time to return to the action. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
Yep, tracking nicely.
And that's their 4th birdie of the day. And that will take her to 4 under. She's in a share of top spot. The 8th at TPC Summerlin is a big par 3 playing 239 from the tips. A well-struck shot will avoid the gully here, but anything to the left half can roll off the green. The bunker short rider also to be avoided, so you don't make a sloppy bogey. Come on, look after us. Little bounce to the right here.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down.
Mark it down, that's birdie number 5. And with that, she'll move to 5 under par.
And after that hole, they currently lead in first place with Jon Rahm in second.
The 9th at TPC Summerlin is a par 5 measuring over 563 yards. Really, the main aim here is to just avoid that bunker off the left of the tee. Then, if safely in the fairway, you can get after this green. A strong shot will play to the left half of this green and feed down to any hole location. A birdie chance, no doubt. Rich, I know you love being here in Vegas, perhaps for different reasons than watching the golf tournament. But while we're here at the tournament, tell me a bit more about Shriners' impact on the game and this entire region.
Luke, I fail to see what you mean by that. I think Vegas is a very nice, wholesome city that I do enjoy coming to visit. But the golf course is fantastic. It's held at TPC Summerlin every single year, and it used to be the venue where they had the last round, but now every round is here, and I think the players enjoy that. I think they like being at the same golf course each and every day. They get a feel for it, and I think that's why the scores historically year in and year out are so much lower than they were in the past. I think it's a really good opportunity to go out there and make a ton of birdies, but that's not the easiest thing to do, is it? Getting comfortable making 7, 8, 9 birdies around. Some players don't have that comfort zone. And so I'm always interested to see the players that get into that zone each and every day and are making that many birdies to see if they can sustain it for 4 straight days.
That was wonderfully done. The history of golf has been littered with some great characters. For the modern game, Harold Varner III is right up there. A really personable guy, just effervescent. And I think, Rich, the only thing we're all waiting for is that first W to come. He seems to deserve it.
I can't wait to see what happens when he gets that first W. Oh, it's going to be blissfully fun. He's such an engaging personality that you can't help but just like him. He is out there enjoying every single moment of being on the PGA Tour, playing against the best in the world, and he believes that he can hang with every single one of those players. It hasn't kind of shown up yet, but there's no doubt in my mind, with the belief that he has in his own game, that alone will carry him to a win on the PGA Tour sooner than later, and I'm thinking it could happen as early as this year.
You like that, didn't you? As we test ourselves here in the closing night at TPC Summerlin, what's the second shot into 11 like?
It's a very unfriendly second shot. This green sits above the fairway a good 4 to 5 feet. If you hit it long, you've got no hope of getting it up and down. A very scary shot, to say the least. If you walk away from a par here, happy days.
Get excited. This could go in.
That's a great putt to make. She's on fire today and is building her advantage.
And that will take her to 8 under. The 12th here at Summerlin is another short par 4. 442 yards off the tits, but plays slightly downhill and leaves just a short iron approach. The only real danger here is the big body of water that starts around 150 yards short and goes right up past the green. Looks to have opted for the 8 iron.
Oh, this is on a fantastic line. Is it the right distance?
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
She's got a nice little 14-footer here.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
And that's for birdie. Well holed.
And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands.
And with a quick glance at the scoreboard, they're currently on top with Bubba Watson in second.
Oh, and they increase their lead. This is impressive, Luke, but can they hold up this play?
Well, I'm sure it looked better in their mind before they hit it. Time for the second shot here at the 13th. Got some good distance on that one. Getting ready to play their third.
Good sounding strike, that one.
A wonderful shot. A chance for birdie here on the 13th.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
Super shot, that.
And after that effort, they now lead this tournament with Bubba Watson behind in second place.
The 14th at TPC Summerlin is a straightaway par 3 playing 168 yards. The green slopes right to left, so make sure you've got the right length of club so you're not left with a long putt. And 11 under in front of the player with this putt.
Here she goes again. making putt after putt. The lead just keeps extending. And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a 7-stroke advantage. The 15th at TPC Sutherland is a great short par 4. In fact, a lot will try and drive it in the tournament. If you want to lay it back, you've got around about 115 yards uphill to a green where you can't see those back hole locations. However, a good aggressive play here must avoid the pot bunkers around the greens or the big waste area to the left. A chance to make a birdie here or even an eagle. What an opportunity to make a birdie.
And with a quick glance at the scoreboard, they're currently on top with Bubba Watson in second.
And Luke, this rivalry we've been talking about is really looking like it will be down to the wire. Can't wait to see who comes out on top at the end of the event.
That's not a best. Oh, Henny, that looks like a putrid lie. Is it bad?
Well, it's a little deeper into the rough, but it's sitting nicely.
Setting up here, coming off a run of birdies.
Absolutely. It's been a good streak late in the round.
Yeah, that one's looking good.
And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
He's feeling good, just birdied the last hole.
Oh, this one's right down the pipe. Oh, great shot. Holes out for a birdie.
And check out this little beauty. Nice touch. Yes, sir. Gets it to go. Thank you.
Putting for birdie here.
What a putt. Started this perfectly.
And that will drop in for a birdie. And after that effort, they now lead this tournament with Bubba Watson behind in second place.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
Opting for the 5-iron. Anywhere up on that dance floor would be nice. That's an absolute ripper. What a shot.
And they've been rolling the ball great today. Another great look.
Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt.
She should be impressed with that. That's another putt that'll build on her advantage.
Here's Harold Varner III. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks.
And with a quick glance at the scoreboard, they're currently on top with Bubba Watson in second.
And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. It looked like it came out of a cannon. Oh, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader.
Wow, was that a massive drive there. Holy cow.
Wonderful shot into the 18th and a chance for birdie.
Everything on the line with this putt for her.
Ooh, right by the hole. Okay, so luckily they've got another chance to get the win here. And it's fair to say that this player ran the tables this week, Rich, and came up trumps in Las Vegas. Look at your Shriners Children's Open winner.
And nobody on the PGA Tour will be shining quite as brightly as this player the rest of the evening here in Las Vegas.
This is impressive. To win out here on tour is a big deal, but to go back-to-back, Rich, how significant is that?
Luke, winning once on the PGA Tour is difficult enough. To win back-to-back weeks, that's reserved for just the top players in the game.
On behalf of Rich Beem and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.